you want to come to this party, come on through.
Turned on? Well, the last record I did, The Forgotten Arm, was definitely like a concept album. And part of the concept was to have a sound. You know, it was like this story that took place in the early 70s, and so the sound, you know, specifically I wanted to try to sound like it was from the early 70s, so like the song, yeah. So I think like I wanted to get away from that and just, I'm getting texts on.
That's fine.
Let's turn my phone off. So I kind of wanted to do something sonically totally different, where the last record was very electric guitar heavy. We ended up not having any electric guitar at all on this record. But you know, but also finding that certain keyboards sound like really fill up that electric guitar sonically, you know, sonic area, and still leave room for vocals in a way that I hadn't expected. So it was kind of like, that was kind of interesting to realize, like, you can completely get along without any electric guitar. I think I was surprised at how interesting the keyboard sounds and the keyboard approach was. You know, I felt like I knew our keyboard player was really great, but you know, just some of the things he came up with I thought were very unexpected and fresh and interesting. I've done a lot of benefits for him because he has this charity called 826 Valencia that's like his tutoring, like he tutors kids, one-on-one tutoring. And so I've met him, you know, a bunch of times, and I heard him whistling backstage once at one of these benefits, and he was a great whistler. So I asked him to whistle. There's a singer-songwriter from San Francisco named Sean Hayes who's really terrific. He has a really unique voice, and I did actually the last song is a duet with him. And Grant Lee Phillips, I wrote one of the songs with, and I wanted to get him to sing, but I think he was on tour or something. I had a song that I couldn't finish, and I gave it to him to see if he could come up with lyrics, and he came up with a really interesting, it was like he made it into a ghost story, which is very cool. Somebody, like a theater guy in New York, approached me about collaborating on making Forgotten Arm into a musical, and I really haven't gotten to work on it yet, so I'm just kind of like involved in other projects that will also take a long time, but I am interested in that idea. Like one day I really want to sit down and like try to work